Yo, what's up, YouTube? Back at you with another video. On today, it is the Keeping It Raw podcast. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Click that bell so that you'll be notified whenever we put up an upload. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into our storm. Also, guys, the like button is free and it don't cost you a thing. Make sure you smash that like button. All right, let's get right into it. All right, guys, we want to talk about some of the things that the defense needs to work on headed into the game against Nebraska, who is a rival team. And just like Coach Prime said, this game is going to be personal. This is a personal game anytime you go against a rival opponent, and rightfully so. Definitely, Colorado has had their fair share of fights with Nebraska. But some of the things that they need to work on, and what I'm taking from the TCU game into this game, is that the defense has to be better on a collective whole. Definitely, they gave up a lot of big runs, especially big runs. They gave up a lot of big runs and big plays, and the running backs were able to do whatever they wanted to do. And going forth, that can't keep happening. You have to have the personnel that's going to be able to carry out the schemes or whatever the Coach Prime is looking for on defense. These guys have to be able to carry these things out. And I think that they will, and I think that the defense will get a little bit better. Definitely, anytime you're in a rivalry game, those games are kind of tough and they can be hard. So sometimes those games are not always shootout games, because the rivalry games, they know each other and things of that nature. And you really want to clean up mistakes that you made in the first game. So some of the things that I saw, just being a fan of Colorado and being a fan of Coach Prime and wanting to see these young men do well. And pretty much, man, it's a lot of us that really, really want Coach Prime to do well, and we want to shut up the naysayers. There's a lot of people that's doubting that Colorado will win any more than 5 games and things of this nature. But if those guys go out and play hard and compete in every game, they have a chance. I know they got some big games coming up against Oregon and USC. Especially those games are back-to-back. So those are going to be some tough games, and those are going to be present challenges. But right now you have the opponent before you, and that's Nebraska. And you just want to clean up those mistakes that you had against TCU, not allowing big plays, being able, correcting mistakes on defense that you know that you need to correct. For one thing, the special teams gave up a big play and almost gave up a kick return. So you don't want that happening going into this game, giving up big kick returns, punt returns, things of that nature that's going to put the other team in a position to be able to win a football game. And then not only that, the defense being able to stop the run. That's one thing they're going to have to communicate, and those linebackers in the front 7 have to be better. Those guys got to get better in stopping the run. And I think that they will. They're going to step up to the challenge, and they're going to perform better than what they did, because this game is going to have all eyes on them again. And I'm going to just say this for the record. All eyes are going to be on Colorado all season long. Everybody is watching to see what Coach Prime is going to be able to do, especially turning the team around that was 1-11. You're talking about a team that hasn't been relevant in a very long time. Now, I remember back in the days they had Heisman winner Rashad Salam and things of that nature, and Cordell Stewart and stuff like that. But this is the new days, and currently these guys have not been that good of a football team. But now they got some good players like Shador Sanders, Dylan Edwards, Travis Hunter, just to name a few guys on the team that definitely are stars on this team. But heading into this game is not so much about the offense, because I think that the offense will perform, and they're going to even play at a higher level in this game. I just think that defensively, they're going to have to be able to stop Jeff Sims from running. Now, he is a dual threat quarterback, and he will take off on you. That's the biggest thing. And in that TCU game, Chandler Morris took off a couple times on those guys, and I believe he scored a touchdown. So you kind of want to limit the quarterback from being able to run all over you. You do not want Jeff Sims running on you all day long and things of that nature. But he's going to get a few plays in here and there. But the main goal is to be able to stop the run. You stop the run, you'll be able to shut down the defense, and you can make this team try to beat you with the pass and make them one-dimensional. That's what you really want to do. You want to shut down the run and make this team one-dimensional. And then if they're going against guys like Shiloh and Travis Hunter, definitely. And Shiloh had a beautiful game. A lot of people are not really talking about that, but Shiloh did. He saved a touchdown, and he had like 10 tackles in the game. So that's what you want out of your safety, coming up there making big plays. But they did not throw the ball his way. If you go back and look at the game, Shiloh barely had any pass plays thrown in his direction, because I'm definitely sure Shiloh Sanders is going to pick it off. So definitely, man, I can't wait to see what Coach Prime is going to do with these boys in this game against Nebraska. But I definitely think that it's going to be guys getting better. I definitely think it's going to be different personnel in the game if these guys can't get better. The guys that he has starting right now, if those guys are not going to get the job done, you're going to have to put guys out there that can get the job done. And another thing, I think the defense is going to have to make plays, and they're going to have to create turnover. This defense is going to have to cause chaos on the field. If you can cause chaos on the field defensively, then you're going to put your offense in a great position to be able to score a lot of touchdowns. And definitely, man, going into this game, those are the keys that's going to make this defense a little bit better, especially against Nebraska. You want to get better defensively, because heading into the games coming up against Oregon and USC, you're going to have to play lights out. You're going to have to play lights out football, especially with USC, who has Caleb Williams, who is pretty much everybody in everybody's eyes the #1 pick in the NFL draft this season. So definitely, man, I can't wait to see how they're going to perform against Oregon and USC. But right now, the opponent that you have before you is Nebraska. And these are the things that you have to work on going into this game. That defense must be able to stop the run. If you can't stop the run, it's going to be a long day for you. So heading into the game, Deion must stop the run. All right, guys, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. I'll be back to you soon with another video. Peace.